We're joined by Gary Gilliam at Penn State's Pro Day. Gary, just take us through the process leading up to today. How have things been going for you?
Pretty good. I was out in Los Angeles going through a pretty rigorous training program, nutrition program to kind of get my body ready for today. Did well on my test. I think I impressed some scouts. A lot of them coming up and talking to me, so I think I had a good day.
What were you working on leading up to this day? What types of things were you doing in your preparation?
Really just going through all the tests I was going to be doing today. I mean, repetition, just kind of trying to make it muscle memory just so I performed at my best today.
We're joined by Daquan Jones at Penn State's 2014 Pro Day. Daquan, just take us a little bit through the process leading up to today. What types of things were you doing, and how do you feel like today went?
Yeah, I mean, I've been training downtown at the Lionheart with Bruce doing MMA training. But lead up today, man, like today we came in here and got meant to be prepared. I mean, you got prepared a couple days before, but just today, really focus on being prepared, thinking about what you're gonna do, getting the body right. Coming out here and trying to execute your best for the coaches.
Joined by John Urschel. John, just take us through a little bit about the process leading up to today. How happy are you with the progress that you've made since the end of the year?
I've been extremely pleased. The combine went well for me. It was a good experience. I was happy to be able to get back here to Penn State. This is home for me. Work on polishing a few things. I think I took a little bit off of my 40 today, so that's a good thing. Looked good in drills, so all's well that ends well.
What's the combine experience like for those of us who have never been there?
It's a hectic experience, Not a whole lot of sleep, a lot of testing, not just physical testing, mental testing, testing your fortitude, see how you perform under pressure, things of the sort.
We're joined by Allen Robinson. Allen, take us through the process leading up to today. How are things going so far?
Just a lot of working out. I was down in Florida, so I definitely enjoyed myself. Training in the warm weather. But it was mainly a business trip. Trying to just once I got back down there from the combine, just trying to continue to improve on what I didn't do so well at the combine. So that was my main focus. And I was down there for a few weeks after the combine. I was down there from the time I declared up until the combine before that. So just always just trying to improve my game and as a player. So that's my main goal.
How do you feel physically right now?
I feel great. I feel in shape. Body feels good. So I feel great.
How did your time at Penn State prepare you for this day?
A lot because everything we do is kind of leading up to the day. Even when you come in a freshman, you're working towards your 5-10-5s and your 40 and stuff like that. All the course of the 4 years just helps you prepare for this one day.
I would say just always constantly, like with us having Coach Fitz, always pushing us. And even with Coach O'Brien, always pushing us to the limit. And I think that even when you're out here with the scouts, want to see how do you perform when you're tired. And we did a lot of things like that at school. We did one-on-ones and stuff when we were tired. So just how do you play and react as a player when you're tired? And I think that helped me today.
Man, I was very well prepared, especially the things that Coach Fitz had us doing. We would constantly be doing kind of mock pro days, in the spring and the summer. So this was, nothing. I was always used to the process, used to having to perform. So that was a good asset for myself going into the combine, going into the pro day.
I mean, it meant a lot, especially, being under Coach Paterno and then Coach O'Brien, both great coaches and two different philosophies. But I think having the experience to be with both of them definitely paid off in terms of character and then definitely on the field.
You have about a month now between now and the draft. What types of things are you going to be working on now in the next 30 days or so?
Conditioning. It's all about conditioning now.
I'm going to go back home, continuing to train with my cousin who threw to me today, just trying to fine-tune my routes, getting a lot of drill work in, and just kind of relaxing.
I'm just training, working on technique stuff. I'm going to be out here almost like every day and just work on my hands and, hip flip and, hand speed, stuff like that every day, try to get better and better, work on my technique so I can get ready for the league.